7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for...
I mean, I don't know who that nigga is. He annoying.
Touchdown on the season. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Now, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
You better have a good doctor.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go. Check, 59, 59. You ain't
he's not. He took the injuries off. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Carr now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Carr's throw taken in by Nelson. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Hey, team 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Y'all, this is really. That's not Antonio Brown. I don't know who that is. That nigga a bum. I don't know why he put that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, keep it up. 49, check 49.
On 2nd down, Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year.
Here we go, set. 18 gator.
Double dog, that's the way. Check it back.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Watch a slant. Mike.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Coming to you.
On second down, Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, it's Washington again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Maybe the ball knew he was down. But the ball traded him all in players. Maybe he knew that this nigga was trash or something.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw.
Okay. Oh, my God.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on second and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Mike, 55.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Dude, you should have put the control on, bro.
This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a first and 10.
Hey, high 7.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Man out.
Yeah.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check. Fresno.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check 3. Shift.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Has anybody ever got a little dead tray for the quarterback? You never get that. You ever got the little dead tray objective jump for the quarterback?
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, 2. Mike, check. 59. Touchdown, defense.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Come on, set. 8, read. Check 55 to Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Check 9. Check 43.
2nd and 14. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Leo.
Check nickel.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Carr. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. There's a short little toss to Carrier. A gain of 6 there on first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Jacobs now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Carr going option right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Nicole Hutland on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
On the set. Right there in the middle. 55. 80 weapons. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. 55. Come on, guys. 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Snap.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Okay.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go, go. Yo, go, go.
Check, 59. All day.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Chris Jones on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to try to jet sweep with Nelson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Oh,
55 my guy, 55.
No.
I'm coming.
Only thing that's crazy
Hey,
right there is
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Bro, this nigga
And he
can't
almost
catch.
intercepted
This nigga
it.
cannot catch.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Bro, after the gas thing, you just say you think I'm going to just go ahead and switch that up?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do.
Dang.
But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Bree. Hey, Bree. Hey, Bree. Deontay. You gonna hit that nigga up and tell him I'm ready?
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking.
Let me see how long
Make
you
it
into that
count for
nigga
my
Pat
son,
Mahomes.
he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my
Oh,
eyes,
yeah.
all I do
Oh,
is
that's
hustle.
gay.
They
I
try
put
to
that
knock
nigga
me
off
off my
for-
feet, I'm ready to rumble.
Yeah.
Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a
Shawty had 5
can't treat you like
deflections.
my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Bro, this nigga James is still on. Bro, I know you ain't do it twice in a row.
That nigga wild, ain't he? I'm about to get on it though. I want to see some trades that happen. Y'all going to pop, man.
Jojo fat.
What?
Jojo getting fat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta see him posting for all that,
No, I ain't seen it in a minute. Where the fuck's Gianni at?
Ray.